Hey, it's Cleedra. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to walk you through a real-time thought pattern interrupt. Thought pattern interrupt. I'm doing this video on a Friday, and for as long as I can remember as a child growing up on Fridays, my parents and I would go out usually for a nice steak dinner. And anytime I would do something worth celebrating, whether it was at school, a grade, or just an accomplishment, my dad would say, go get a big steak and celebrate. And so I'm sharing all of that because that obviously created a thought pattern, an association in my mind, that when I do something great, or when it's a Friday, like in this moment it's a Friday, and I'm feeling good about what I accomplished this week in terms of my goals, as it relates to my coaching. I'm launching a 90-day challenge, and I'm just so excited about the women that I've had a chance to talk to. And that's the good side. The challenging side, though, is that it makes me think about my dad. It makes me come face to face with grief again, and it makes me come face to face with the pattern of eating over it. So I'm outside of a steakhouse, and real talk, I wanted to go in and get some of the hot bread and the honey butter and a big giant ribeye, and maybe have some mozzarella sticks because my dad and I used to share those, and just kind of numb the feelings that I had. But I went in and I just gave myself a moment to create space between that thought and the next action that I was going to take. I talk a lot about, when I'm talking to my clients, about the ability to sit in appropriate discomfort. And our ability to sit in that appropriate discomfort is how we break those habits of overindulging, because we're trying to avoid something. This isn't about having bread or butter and a ribeye bad. I don't believe any food is not good or bad. It's actually neutral. It's just how you use it. And so in this particular instance, I wouldn't have been using the food as fuel. I would have been using it to numb. And so I want to walk you through this very real-time experience, because this is how you interrupt thought patterns. And it's taken me time to do this. It's what I coach, because in these moments like this, these are the moments that you either make progress towards your goal, or you make a step back away from your goal by diving into the food and giving yourself that buffer, or that numbing medicine, so to speak, of food. Some women shop, some women gossip. There are lots of ways that we can numb, but in this instance, I'm talking about the way I do. And a lot of people that watch this, is because you have challenges with food. When you have emotional waves, or you have thought patterns where you have, like I have long ingrained associations with Friday, meaning a steak, with Friday meaning talking to my dad, with accomplishing something great meaning go celebrate with a steak. I have that association. So I want you to think about what associations you have, and when you're in those moments, if you could just create space to pause and to really check in with yourself, with what you really, really need. And so what I decided to do, and I'll show this, I have a plate. I took a picture of it with no bread, and instead of the mozzarella sticks and a loaded baked potato, I had steamed broccoli, and it was delicious. I did have a steak, but it was healthy portions, and it was what I really needed. What I really needed was fuel for my body. What I really needed was to allow myself to just be okay with missing my dad in the moment, but also allow that to pass through me so that it could be transformed into something good. Like now I'm contributing. As a result of allowing, I'm able to contribute. And that's what happens for you as well. That's what happens when you interrupt a thought pattern. You go from being self-absorbed. If I had, eaten the bread and the loaded baked potato and all of that, then I wouldn't feel like contributing to you right now. I wouldn't have the mental clarity or the positive energy that I have now in my mind and body, because I feel like I conquered that moment. I conquered it, and that's this a great feeling. It feels so much better than regret, and I feel like I faced it. And so I hope this gives you some insight into what I mean by appropriate discomfort and also interrupting thought patterns. I have a whole system of how you get to the root of some of the things that you may be doing. We all have, well, I shouldn't say we all do. A lot of us who struggle with weight for years have these secret habits that we are well acquainted with, but people have no idea the things that we do when we're feeling a certain way. So I hope this served you. Let me know if you are really starting to identify some thought patterns and really embracing this concept of appropriate discomfort and delaying gratification so that you can ultimately contribute more because you allowed yourself to go through the process of it instead of numbing with food. All right, have a great day. I hope this helped you. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.